Hey everybody, this is Brandon Ford and welcome to another TV edition of the Blind Rage podcast. We are returning to the Crypt for Season 2, Episode 11, Judy, You're Not Yourself Today. And if you want to watch along, I'm sure you can find it everywhere. So, as always, I'm going to encourage you to please check out my books on Amazon.com by going to the Amazon main page or the Amazon app, typing in Brandon Ford. You'll find my titles as well as my Amazon author page. You can also find my titles in audio book format by going to the Audible app or audible.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at writer Brandon Ford, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, critiques, recommendations, suggestions for episodes of Tales from the Crypt or any other TV shows you'd like me to do commentaries for, please feel free to email me directly at blindragepod81@gmail.com. I was talking a mile a minute and I knew I had to run out of gas at some point. Alright, so yeah, we are going to get into this episode. This is from the DVD, so there is no opening title sequence. So yeah, we're just going to get right into the Crypt Keeper's intro. If I can find what the fuck I did with the remote, here it is. Alright, so we're going to begin with a 3 count. If you are ready, hopefully you have your episode queued up if you want to watch along. If not, you can just feel free to listen. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, hello there, Frank fans. I've just been sitting here waiting for my...
So they have something of a theme
cosmetologist said I was starting
with vanity. There's a handful of episodes that play to the vanity of women. This one they have only Sin Deep. I think there's another one called Only Skin Deep, but I don't remember if that's the one that I'm thinking of. But that one has Kathy Ireland and Mimi Kincaid, and yeah, they're competing to be in a fashion, or what they think is a fashion show, but is actually Miss Autopsy. See that one, this one. You have another one, I don't remember, but it was from a later season, so that's why I'm a little sketchy on the details as well as the title. But I know that the woman's husband made some kind of skincare products, and she ends up turning him into a bar of soap, and the soap contained the chemicals that digest food in your stomach, and it ends up eating away her skin. So yeah, you got this one. So there's a lot of them that deal with the obsession and fascination and importance that so many women put on beauty. And this one is, as I said, Judy, You're Not Yourself Today, which is Carol Kane as the lead, who I've always enjoyed, and I think I've enjoyed since When a Stranger Calls. And I didn't see it when it first came out. It wasn't born yet, thank you very much. But I have always enjoyed her. And we have Brian Kerwin playing her husband, and we have Frances Bay. I think it's Bay. Frances Bay, who plays the witch, who doesn't have a name. And she's been in a lot of TV stuff, but I always associate her with Seinfeld. She was Mrs. Sokol, I think. The old lady who Jerry stole the marble rye from. So yeah, they're a very quirky couple, and they dance around the house with this weird music. They dance around with each other, speaking with odd accents. They're just an odd pair, and definitely one. You know, they say there's somebody for everybody, so you can definitely see that. Who is right? Um,
Appears to be some sort of solicitor.
some sort of solicitor.
Saturday morning? Please.
Oh, there's his real voice. His real voice comes out. His real accent, rather.
Sorry, no breakfast est servi. Donald?
Big gun.
Donald?
What? Good morning, sir. I'm from the gun elimination legislation.
Uh-oh.
This for total international neutrality.
You want to run that mouthful by me one more time, pal?
Good morning, sir.
No. Just the name.
Gun elimination legislation. Activist for total international neutrality.
I'm not even going to touch this one, so.
Honey, this is the man from Gelatin.
This is the man from Gelatin. So this one for sure plays a lot to the comedic aspect.
You know, this is why I...
Um,
You're blubbering, you big baby. You wasn't even
and it is.
You could have shot her. Oh, wake up, pal. A man has got a constitutional right to hunt with a weapon of his choice.
I am sure this fine young man has heard
This is 1990, and
That's right, buddy. I've heard it all. Oh, where were you?
throughout the 80s there were, you know, body swapping movies were a huge thing, and this I think plays plays it or falls in line with that, especially since a lot of the body swapping movies of that time had more of a comedic element component, as does this particular episode. There's really nothing scary about this one, even though the woman who Frances May, or is it Bay? I think it's Bay, is a witch. But I like the way she's dressed when she comes to the house. She looks like an Avon salesperson with the pink outfit and all the tacky jewelry. I will say,
knows my hair, that's why.
and I have said this before, that I do not enjoy the speaking ill of anyone's physical appearance, and I'm not going to do that now either. But the witch character is looking for a new body, and she wants a young body, she wants a beautiful body, she wants to be someone else, and she picks Carol Kane, who is not an unattractive woman at all, but she's not. If I were capable of witchcraft, I would, you know, be a little more selective. Let me just say that. But you know, Carol Kane, she's not unattractive. She's not a supermodel, and I would think that a supermodel type, especially since, you know, supermodels aren't very smart, would be the type of woman that the witch would be looking for. That's the oldest trick in the book, to say we spoke on the phone. If you're coming.
Oh, yes, it is. But I'm afraid I have never heard of Avatar Cosmetics before.
To say, if you're coming to someone's house for some nefarious reason, just say we spoke on the phone. Or it used to be when there were solicitors. Door-to-door solicitors.
How long have you had that problem with your porch?
Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry I disturbed.
Well, wait a minute. Oh, what if I was interested in purchasing one of your products, say, for my pores?
Not possible. We have a very select clientele.
Well, I could pay you in cash and then no one else would know.
Oh my god, that's so similar to
Husband due back.
the this is so similar to Death of Some Salesman.
I do, as a matter of fact.
I could just pay you in cash and no one would know. I don't want to get into the whole plot of Death of Some Salesman, but it's that's so similar. And I think Death of Some Salesman falls under the category of one of everybody's favorite episodes, which is why I've put off doing it for so long. Because everybody knows that one.
I especially like that sparkly one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, women with taste usually do.
Oh my god.
Very beautiful.
It makes me wonder how long she's been in that particular body before she decided it was time for a new one.
You don't mind?
Oh, go ahead. There's nothing for an old bag like me.
And it's gonna get weird in just a second.
You know, as I said before, you really are quite beautiful.
Thank you.
Got a great ass, honey.
Oh,
I like it even better when it's
this music is so weird. So things are, things go a little haywire, and then they go back to normal pretty quickly in this one, and then they go haywire again. I don't know which well, if I could see the screen, I would have been able to see which that was always one of my favorite things to do when I used to watch the show was to, well, I always used to read the credits for everything, but when I always used to watch this show, it always used to interest me to see which comic book whichever episode was
1979.
from.
Oh, you what church?
Faith Catholic.
Yeah, what was the name of the minister?
Reverend Teddy.
How many bridesmaids?
Shock suspense stories, I remember, was a biggie.
Yeah, but where did we spend our honeymoon?
The Black Hills.
Okay. What was room number of our honeymoon suite?
We didn't have a room. We had to spend the night in the car because you forgot to confirm the reservation.
Oh, come on! How could you know that?
It's me. It's Judy. I'm your wife. Darling, my body was stolen.
Well, no, just stay right there. Hello. Yeah.
You and Judy have a fight today.
No, why?
Because she just threw back 3 gin and tonics, and when I sat down next to her, she told me to go to hell like she knew the way. Train station. Listen, man, your old lady's in one foul mood. Judy is not herself today.
Train station, huh? Okay, thanks, Joe. Oh, and Joe, don't call my wife an old lady. Come on.
Where are we going?
Just get your coat.
Okay. Oh, you think we look good together?
You think we look good together?
Let me out. How can you do it? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, while I've always liked Carol Kane as an actress, I don't think that she is. Her acting skills weren't really strong enough to pull off this dramatic personality switch. that we see when he gets to the train station to pick her up. She's going to Las Vegas? I guess she's going anywhere to get away, as long as it's not near the scene of the crime. That was bad. That was weak. I'm sorry.
Can't run away from it. Don't you see that? Judy, you've got to face up to it. The cancer is spreading.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You know there's no hope for remission. It's just a matter of time. Don't spend your last few weeks without me.
That was smart. I will say that. I don't remember. Does she take the necklace off right away? I think she can pull. She definitely pulls off the dramatic personality switch. Francis, what the why am I blanking on it? Bay or if it's Bay or May? I think it's Bay.
What are you doing? What are you doing? God, unlock this door. Unlock this door, damn it. Unlock it. You let me out.
Uh-oh.
That's so tough now, is she?
Oh. Doesn't he have like a buckshot rifle that you gotta like keep loading? I don't know. I don't know anything about guns. Now he feels like a big man. Yeah, you sure did. You really killed an old lady. Makes you feel like a big man.
I feel so alive.
I don't know if that was Australian or English. I feel so alive. I don't know. I can't do accents. Or maybe I could. You know what? This is totally nonsensical. If I want to do it anyway. But when I was listening to, when I was listening to Leprechaun recently, because this was the 1 year, for some fucking reason, that in March, the Leprechaun movies were fucking everywhere. They were all over TV. They were the subject of every fucking podcast. Everybody was talking about Leprechaun. There was new DVD issue, or Blu-ray issues rather, too. And, you know, I'm not saying that it never happens. It never happens where the Leprechaun comes back on St. Patrick's Day. Of course you're going to see the Leprechaun, but I mean this year it was overkill Leprechaun. But I was watching the first one and it sounded pretty good to me, but I was doing the accent of the Irish accent of shit, I can't remember his name.
What are you doing?
Daniel O'Grady. Daniel O'Grady. Oh no, I'm not gonna try to do it now. But I was able to do it pretty well. I think when I had it right in my ear, I was able to mimic it.
Melting it, I tried crushing it. You can't destroy it.
Daniel O'Grady.
Just keep it on the vanity or on the nightstand.
She wants to keep that evil piece of jewelry on the vanity on the nightstand where they could look at it because it's so pretty, but it's so evil.
No. 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 No.
No.
Babe, you've got a witch buried in your basement. Get a grip on reality.
They buried her in the basement. Well, why don't they bury the fucking necklace somewhere? I wouldn't be too keen on keeping it in the house if I was the husband, especially since Judy is so smitten with it. I would have to get rid of it. Throw it bottom of the ocean or something. So yeah, now you think everything is gone, everything's okay because she's dead and she's buried in the basement, but then she comes back all zombified. So this one definitely is, I wouldn't say that it's tonally off, but it definitely doesn't follow the same template as many of the other episodes. I think this one stands out, and not necessarily in a good or bad way. It's just different. And then you got this weird score, and the couples are very unusual. But so this one, I guess that is a positive thing because the way it stands out with the plot being silly, and the characters being silly, and it taking these odd twists and turns that many of the other ones do. Because a lot of the episodes, as much as I love the show and have always loved the show, some of them do follow the same
Nightmares must be contagious.
map, I guess you could say.
I was cold. What were you dreaming about?
Same thing that's been bothering you, that moldy old bitch we got buried in the basement. You know, I've been thinking maybe I'd dig her up.
In the middle of the night?
Oh, not now. I just thought that maybe it would help those nightmares if we buried her someplace else.
You go away. Just takes time. Really. Mine aren't so bad anymore.
Fooled me. I'm gonna go get a glass of milk.
And this one has a female director too. That's also very unusual for the show.
Help me.
Oh no. No, that is supposedly not her. Meaning Frances Bay. I'm going to say it's somebody else doing the character, or getting all the makeup. I guess because of her advanced stage, they didn't want to put her in all that makeup. So yeah, that's somebody else playing the zombie version of the witch.
Please, there it is. Judy?
Donald, help me.
Judy?
Donald, it's Dick. No, Donald, she switched bodies again. It's me. Donald,
Don't let her take my beautiful body.
Donald, no.
He is smart though, because he manages to outwit her
No, Donald, I'm your
again.
I'm Judy. No, Donald, I am your wife. I'm Judy. No, Donald, I am your wife.
wait for me.
Here it comes.
This could get messy. Judy,
Yes, honey?
we don't have a J. Let me see you pull that quick change up one more time.
Darling, be careful. I lose easily.
What?
Oh no. See, and when I was doing I was thinking about when I was doing the Freddy's Nightmares episodes, how a lot of the time things don't get resolved, and the endings are very anticlimactic, and it's when I did the episode for or when I did the commentary for the oh my god, funnily enough, it was Judy Miller, Come On Down. And I'm doing this episode for Judy You're Not Yourself, this commentary for Judy You're Not Yourself today. But yeah, when I was doing the commentary for Judy Miller, Come On Down, I kept thinking to myself and saying during the commentary how odd it was that the way some of the episodes just end, and I kept waiting for further explanation as far as to what the fuck was going on, and then right when I thought I was going to get that explanation, it was over. So, but yeah, everything always gets wrapped up with Tales from the Crypt. You can't say that they leave you hanging. I don't remember what happened to the witch, sorry. But I'm assuming that she died, since Judy died. I don't know. I don't think this is one of the best ones, but I was doing an episode for a commentary for another episode that's on the same disc, and I figured while I have the disc in the player, I might as well. But yeah, this one definitely isn't one of the best, but I mean, it's one that I've seen enough to know it pretty well. And yeah, it's falls kind of flat, I guess. They're really dragging out this ending.
I still think
Thank you.
diamonds are a girl's best friend. You'll be glad to know that witch gave up door-to-door sales and joined the Peace Corps. Poor Donald. You can't really blame him. He was only trying to give his marriage a shot in the arm. And in the
Oh.
leg. And in the head. Sometimes I crack myself up. Until next time, kiddies. Pleasant screams.
It's always worth it just to see the Crypt Keeper. Anyway, as always, thanks for staying with me to the bitter end. Hope you enjoyed this commentary for Judy Miller. No, Judy, You're Not Yourself today. And I hope you'll join me for future commentaries of Tales from the Crypt and other features. So, until next time, unpleasant dreams.